Hi, welcome. Today I am going to explain about the film Bullet Train. Spoilers ahead, watch out fully. In order to collect a briefcase from a bullet train moving from Tokyo to Kyoto, Ladybird, a former professional assassin, is given the assignment by his handler Maria Beetle when her usual contact Carver is forced to cancel due to illness. Unbeknownst to Ladybird, there are 3 further murderers on board, including the seemingly innocent schoolgirl, the prince, and the hitmen Tangerine and Lemon. White Death, the leader of the biggest criminal organization in the world who had previously taken over the Japanese underworld, has hired Tangerine and Lemon. The brothers are delivering both the kidnapped son of the crime lord as well as the briefcase carrying his $10 million ransom to Kyoto. The prince, who had just shoved his little kid from a building, calls in another assassin, Yuichi Kimura, to the train. The prince coerces Kimura into helping her carry out her plan, which entails arming the bag and Kimura's gun with explosives to kill White Death, knowing that an associate is waiting at the hospital to kill the boy. In order to steal the suitcase, Ladybird is obliged to kill the wolf, another assassin, who shows up looking for retribution for the poisoning deaths of his wife and his whole cartel at their wedding. The brothers discover White Death's son poisoned to death after realizing the suitcase is missing. Ladybird tries to reason with Lemon but is ultimately forced to restrain him, leading Tangerine to believe that Ladybird is to blame. The Hornet, the poisoner who destroyed the wolf's wedding and was hired to kill the White Death's kid, is the wolf's planned victim when Ladybird stumbles into him. She injects Ladybird with boomslang venom, but he responds by injecting her as well. He then kills her with the last of her antivenom, leaving Ladybird to perish. When Tangerine and Ladybird are at a deadlock, Ladybird forces Tangerine off the train after attempting to persuade White Death's men that his son and the briefcase are secure. Lemon, who is wary of Kimura and the prince, shoots Kimura, but he later falls victim to a bottle of water that Ladybird laced and is killed by the prince. Tangerine discovers his brother's body when returning to the train, confronts the prince, but is fatally shot during a struggle with Ladybird. As the elder, the father of Kimura, enters the train, he exposes himself to be a former Yakuza lieutenant whose wife and family were slaughtered during the ascent of White Death. He and Ladybird discover Kimura and Lemon still alive after having the prince's colleague slain to ensure his grandson's protection. They then get ready for the ambush that is going to befall them. When the train reaches Kyoto, White Death and his soldiers welcome Ladybird. The prince, who turns out to be the enraged daughter of White Death, tries to provoke him into pulling the trigger on Kimura's booby-trap gun, but he refuses, telling her she was never a part of his scheme. According to the White Death, he hired every killer on the train as payback for the death of his wife. His wife was asked to bail out their son from jail when Tangerine and Lemon butchered his guys during a job in Bolivia. Carver then killed her with the intent to kill her husband. Additionally, the Hornet poisoned the surgeon who was going to save his wife, ensuring her demise by eliminating the one person who could have done so. White Death set up all the assassins, including the wolf and Ladybird, who mistakenly replaced Carver on the train, to kill each other and his son while blaming the brothers, Carver, the Hornet, and his own son. The suitcase bomb detonates before White Death can kill Ladybird, throwing them both into the train, which Lemon then restarts. The Elder and White Death square off as the train careens out of control, while Kimura and Ladybird fend off his goons. The train derails when Lemon knocks a criminal off of it into the river below, crashing into a nearby town. White Death is holding Ladybird at knife point. Kimura's gun bursts as he attempts to shoot Ladybird, killing him in the process. The violent prince confronts Ladybird, Kimura, and his father before being ran over by Lemon in a truck hauling tangerines. Ladybird, who has fully adopted an optimistic attitude on life, is saved by Maria when she arrives. You can download this movie by the link in the description. Thanks for watching this awesome recap. Subscribe for regular movie updates.